1.3 Charter Act of 1726. Introduction. The Charter Act of 1726 was an act issued by King George I to the Company where all three presidencies were brought under a uniform judicial system. Objective. The main objectives of the Charter Act of 1726 were to bring uniformity in judicial system, to establish Crown Court, to bring appeal to Privy Council from India, to provide right to make law of governor in council, to introduce English law, and to avoid the non-lawmen judges and non-separation of powers. Features. 1. Mayor's Court of 1726. A. Composition. B. Jurisdiction and working. C. Appeals. D. Cases. 1. Mayor's Court of 1726. A. Composition. Under the Charter of 1726, Mayor's Court was established at Madras, Bombay and Calcutta. This was consisted of a mayor and 9 aldermen. The mayor and 7 aldermen were to be English person and the rests were subjects of princely Indian states friendly with Britain. The mayor hold office for 1 year. The aldermen hold office for life and long. They resided in the presidency town. Every year the outgoing mayor and alderman elected a new mayor out of the aldermen. The mayor and alderman filled up the vacancy of alderman from among the inhabitants of the presidency town. The governor in council could dismiss the alderman on reasonable ground. B. Jurisdiction and working. This court tried only civil matters. This court granted probation of wills and letters of administration in case of intestate and decided cases according to justice and right. During the proceedings the parties were required to take oath, produce and examine witnesses and plead the cases. Sheriff was appointed by the governor and council. He was executed the judgments as in English law. C. Appeals. Governor in council heard appeals from the mayor's court up to the value of 1,000 pagodas. King in council was empowered to hear second appeals more than the value of 1,000 pagodas. Justice of Peace, the governor and 5 senior members of the council tried criminal offences. Some cases were finalized in these courts. D. Cases. Arab Merchants Case 1746 Bombay. Hindu Woman's Case 1730 Bombay. Pagoda Oath Case 1736 Madras. Mayor Nash's re-election Case 1734. Mayor Betting Case. Arab Merchants Case 1746. Facts. An Arab merchant was coming to India. He was found in a burning boat and he was rescued by some persons. Issue. A suit was filed by merchant in the mayor's court to recover the value of pearls alleged to have been extorted from him by the rescuers. Ruling. The mayor's court upheld the claim of Arab merchant despite the suggestion of governor and council that the claim of the Arab merchant is not valid. But the decision of the mayor's court was reversed by the governor in council's in appeal. Hindu Woman's Case 1730. Facts. A Hindu woman of Shimti changed her religion to Roman Catholic. On account of it, her son left her and decided to stay with his Hindu relative. Issue. The woman filed a suit in mayor's court against the Hindu relative on the ground that he was unlawfully detained some jewels and the boy. Ruling. The mayor's court ordered to hand over the boy to his mother. The heads of the caste went for appeals in the governor and council and it ruled that the mayor court had no authority under the Charter of 1726 to determine the cases of the natives caste relating to religion. Mayor's court opposed and the governor removed the mayor from the Pagoda Oath Case 1736. Facts. The Hindu witnesses were directed to take pagoda oath instead of Peter oath. Many Hindu witnesses opposed it and refused to take pagoda oath. Issue. The mayor court imprisoned those who refused. Ruling. The Hindus invaded the fort and complained to the governor and he ordered them to be released and the court was directed to pay due regard to the religious rights of the natives. Mayor Nash's re-election Case 1734. Facts. Nash was re-elected as mayor. Issue. The governor refused to allow him to take the oath of office on the ground that an outgoing mayor could not be re-elected under the Charter of 1726. Ruling. Ultimately another mayor was to be elected. Mayor's Betting Case. Facts. Terrain. The secretary to Madras and Mayor Naish met at a dinner party and entered into a bet which Naish lost and refused to pay. Issue. Terrain sued him in the mayor's court. Ruling. The mayor's court ruled that mayor was immune from prosecution. Significance. Charter of 1726 for the first time created a subordinate legislative authority in each of the 3 presidency town of India. Defects. 1. The charter was not quite clear in its language. 2. The working of the mayor's courts at Bombay, Calcutta and Madras created many difficulties for native Indians. 3. For the first time, the Mayor's Court administered English law in India. Conclusion. Even though the charter possessed certain defects, it established a judicial authority in the three major presidencies.